preying on someone's downfall. Not a good look. If you got a minute, buckle up. This is a subject that's really near and dear to me because it took me some years to learn in my youngest adult years. See, when I was 18, and between 18 and about 23, because I was vain and really obsessed with my appearance and charm, I would be amused when women who were in a relationship would show me a type of attention that I assumed was reserved for their boyfriends. And there were a couple situations where I'd be quietly waiting for a man to fail so I could swoop in and be a woman's due man. Thank God it never actually worked out. But I was amused by the concept, and I perpetuated behavior that was not respectful towards a man when his woman was around. And not really on no macho type stuff, but I would exploit the areas which I knew that she wasn't getting attention and she desired attention, and I would kind of be like a pick-me, and I would recognize the places where her boyfriend was oblivious and swoop in and kind of fill in those crevices and cracks. And like I said, ultimately, thank God that none of those situations followed through, but it took me a while to learn that that was not the thing to do. And I also learned that if a woman will ultimately leave her man for someone that seemed better, like me, emphasis on seemed, because I ain't better than nobody. Well, ultimately, if she found a man that seemed better than me, I would be in the position of the previous man and become replaced eventually. So fellas, take notes, because if you do this, you're setting yourself up for heartbreak. But either way, the reason that I say this is because in Ezekiel chapter 35, God calls Ezekiel to prophesy against Mount Seir and the nation of Edom, aka the descendants of Esau, Jacob's brother, because the nation of Edom was preying on Israel's downfall. And when they saw things get bad, they were like, oh, we gonna swoop in, we gonna take advantage of this, we gonna capitalize on this, we gonna kick the nation body down and take advantage of what they have lost. And so God tells Ezekiel to tell them, because y'all was sitting there thinking like this, y'all about to be destroyed. Matter of fact, God says, I will make Mount Seir a waste and a desolation, and I will cut off from it all who come and go. Basically, y'all so busy and so happy that Israel is going through hard times. Guess what's about to happen to you? So in this situation, we could see Israel as the man, success and prosperity as the girl, and Edom as the other man who's trying to swoop in and take the girl from the first man. God is like, because y'all plotting and scheming, y'all next. So what we can gain from this is not only don't kick a man or plot and scheme on a man while he's down, but also you ultimately have no control over what happens to you. Because if the Lord sees fit, and when the Lord sees fit, he can take you out. And I ain't talking about on a date. But I'm going to stop there today. That's my little blurb on Ezekiel chapter 35. Go back and read the chapter and see what I'm talking about. But see what the Lord is talking about even more. Do not depend on me to be your daily ministry. Allow these videos to pique your curiosity enough to delve deeper into God's word for yourself. And quick little praise report, I recently made some body butter, and I made a handful of jars to sell and see how the product would do. And although I only had 8 jars, they sold out in 2 days. So now I gotta make some more, but all that's to say the Lord is allowing me to capitalize on things that I never imagined. I don't know what this means in the grand scheme of things, but hopefully it gives you hope. If the Lord is giving you a skill, and the Lord is giving you a mindset to capitalize on that skill, just start moving towards it. And trust God that things will happen. Once again, thank you for your prayers. Please pray that the Lord provides for me a way to get around that's not public transportation. Whether it be a car, a moped, a scooter. I'd like to start moving around my own terms and it not take an hour and a half to get wherever I'm trying to get to. But God's will be done in that area. I love you, God bless you, and have a wonderful day.